How do you feel like, as being a creator, do you feel that you're supported as a creator, like, but from your friends, from your family, from your lovers? Like, like have
Lovers.
you have you had support, like, in this whole plight to create, in creating?
When I was young, I was an art. I drew pictures and stuff, and my parents, especially my dad, he would give me calligraphy pens and buy sketchbooks for me and stuff like that, and really try to cultivate my that talent. He always supported me and everything. And then in high school, music came and kind of changed my life, and I got into, playing drums and DJing and wanted to play piano and guitar. And my dad, he asked me if I wanted to take piano lessons and everything. And so, I think I had supportive family like that. But as I got older and being in the band, never came to my shows, never came to my DJ gigs. Um, and that I don't want, okay, it hurt. And,
Right.
but my friends always came
Yeah.
to everything I did. And that kind of made, I don't expect my dad to come out and hang out with a bunch of young kids, 20-year-olds, just because I'm DJing. Like I don't expect that, but, but he did know what I was doing. And I think he tried to support in as far as like financial and, you know, like moral support. And, my mom too, and my sister. But,
Were the
like recently I came out with a few albums, and I don't think I don't think anybody's listened to them. You know what I'm
I
saying? And
know. Yeah. No, I know. I understand.
so and it kind of hurts, but I mean, what are you gonna do? You post things on IG, you post things on Facebook, you post things on. I mean, I'm distributed by DistroKid. I love DistroKid, and I'm on. You can't. I'm on YouTube, Spotify, Bandcamp. I'm unavoidable, and I
But
don't. I
like,
don't know what that is.
but why don't, because I hear this a lot with artists, creators, that we aren't supported by our friends, our family, our lovers. And like, why do you think that is?
Partners.
Like, are we not doing enough to inform them of what we're doing? Do they not care about what we're doing? Like,
I don't think it. I think it's probably the latter because, I mean, your family and your friends are following you on IG. They're following you on Facebook and
they gotta
whatever.
see what you're doing,
Yeah,
right?
they know what you're doing. They want to check on you. They're worried about you. But I also think, and I'm not saying this about my people because they have no interest in going to the music field or drawing or whatever or DJ. But I think there's maybe with friends or something, or even with non-immediate family members, like it might be like jealousy or
Mm.
regret that they're like, oh, like he put out an album and I've been always wanting to do that and blah blah blah. Because I know I get that when I moved out to LA. Like a lot of people were like, dang, like he actually moved out to LA. Like he might actually do something or whatever. And it's kind of like
See, that's
after
crazy.
yeah, even after moving out here, like I've lost probably 90% of contact with my friends
Mm.
in Northern California. Like I rarely talk to them. You know what I
So
mean?
they
Anybody.
just stop reaching out, or
Yeah,
do they?
you and a handful of others are the only consistent friends I have from
Right.
Northern California. You know what I'm saying? And that was bananas to me. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, these are guys I fought with, we got girls with, went to vacation with, went to places with, and I haven't talked to probably 80% of them in like years.
Really?
Like,
That's,
yeah.
huh. Yeah,
And
I
it could
don't.
go both ways too. It could go both ways because I could have like, I mean, once in a while I'll send a text or whatever, and it'll be like really, really brief. Oh, are you okay? Cool. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, they see me on Facebook and IG, so they know I'm still alive.
Like,
You know?
I mean, because we're older or whatever. And like, people are married, have families, people
Yes.
have,
Yep.
have kids and school and sports and just everything. So it's like, I don't know, like they just what I mean, they just don't have time, you know?
A good friend of mine who also doesn't contact me told me, you got time. If you're sitting on the toilet and you have your phone in your hand, you have time. If you could sit there and watch TV or watch a movie or watch Netflix or go out or be in your car, you have time to text, call. You have time. Like even texting, just checking up on you. You know what I'm saying? Like I did that today because it's crazy out there in New York City right now because of the
Ooh,
because of Ida, and
yeah.
I just text my homeboy to see if he's cool, and he cool. So and my other friend too, she's in New Jersey.
Did they see the
So like,
floods? Were they affected by the floods, or is it just certain
well,
areas?
my one friend in New York, he's not in New York. He actually is on vacation, ironically. And then
Nice.
my other friend, the area she's in is not affected by the tornadoes and what's going on. I mean, it's not heavily. Like she said, she has a little bit of flood in her basement, but it's not like
Really?
crazy. Yeah.
Wow.
So she's okay for now. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's
But yeah,
wild though. That's yeah. Yeah. I don't know, but yeah, I think I'm just thinking of myself.
yeah.
Um, I don't really reach out to people too much, but it's because I am busy and I just don't like I enjoy my friends. I love talking to my friends when we like catch up, but maybe I just know that they're busy and but I don't necessarily reach out to them because I do think they're busy, but they might think that I'm not being friendly. You know what I'm saying? Because like I have one friend that
But
always says
social,
it takes two sides, or it
it
takes
takes two to tango.
basically, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
No, absolutely. And the way you're thinking is the way I've been thinking too, because most of my friends have families. And I'm
Yeah.
like, you call me when you're ready or you check on me. But there's not
Yeah,
even like a check. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't get no checks. Like I check on people, but I ain't get no check.
yeah, I don't ever get no checks either. And so, but I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, okay, maybe, and I feel like maybe because I'm single, I feel like maybe it's my responsibility, but it takes two. You know what I'm
But
saying?
also that being single is like you don't think like I have to like take care of a kid. I gotta drop a kid off at school. I gotta like clothe a kid. I gotta feed a kid. I gotta make sure my mortgage is paid. I gotta make sure I don't act up at work. Yada yada yada. I don't really got
Yeah,
time for friends.
right.
But then you see them going out with other dudes. The same people, or they're hanging out. And I'm like,
Or more
you got time to
specific,
hang out?
yeah, or more specifically, yeah, exactly. Then you don't get calls to certain things, and I don't know. And I understand that people have their own like new friend groups or friend situations or whatever. But I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I think people, if they wanted to make time, they would make time because I know for sure if I had people to reach out to on that level, I would definitely hit them up. But I am busy. Like my day is full. Like I've worked from home for like 16, 17 years now. So like people might think I just sit up in the house, but no, I have like a structured day. Like my day is accounted for from the beginning of the day to the end of the day. And
I know, but even with that, like you could always squeeze them in somewhere.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
You'll make time for
Yeah,
what
you
you want to
make
make
time.
time for.
Like if you're dating somebody and you really like that person, or you're trying to get that another person, you make time for that person.
Absolutely.
You know
Yep.
what I mean? So it goes both ways, and again, you know, when they have families and stuff, you're the farthest thing on their mind, and I understand that. And
Yeah,
I'm,
me
and I'm
too.
not
Me
I'm
too.
not butthurt about it. I'm
Mm-mm.
just like, the support. It would be nice to have, but I understand why I don't get it, especially
Yeah.
with my friends and stuff.
But but speaking on like Instagram and Facebook or whatever, like it's kind of interesting. It's like, and you hear this all the time. Oh, well, they don't support what I'm doing, but they'll support a celebrity they don't know, because you see them clicking all over Beyonce's posts faithfully, you know what I'm saying? Or
So what do you think? Do you think if you got famous on a gradual level, and you see your friends are seeing you and stuff, where they never listen to your music, they never watch your podcast, they never listen to your Really Not Radio show,
you
and
wasn't
if
with
you
me when I was shooting in the gym. That's what I'm about to tell them. Back
wait,
then,
is that
what,
what's gonna happen?
what did Mike Jones say? What did Mike Jones say? Back then, they didn't want me, but now I'm hot. They all on me. Hey, I can't wait.
Oh man, I'm trying not to. I don't want to be like that. I'm trying not to be like that.
Right. But I
You know what I
mean,
mean?
but
But I
like that's
understand
just,
why people are like that. I get it.
yeah, no, it's weird. Like that's what I'm talking about. Like it's super duper weird. Like, I mean, I've watched it over and over again. Like people will be like, regular Joe Schmo, like Anderson Paak. You know what I mean? When he was Breezy Lovejoy,
Oh, he's the best one. Yeah, because
yeah,
he
people
actually,
knew he
yeah,
was tight,
yep.
but once he blew up, everybody was leaving comments and liking, and
Oh, I
here
knew him
there is,
when he was Breezy Lovejoy. Blah blah
yeah,
blah.
yeah, exactly. And like you hear these stories all the time. Like this is just how it is. I
This is
mean,
how
like
it is.
yeah, people make songs about it, and it's like, okay, maybe they're hating, maybe they're not interested, maybe they're,
It's it's all
I don't
that.
know. I have
It's
no
all that.
clue. Yeah, but it's like, damn, aren't you guys supposed to be friends? Like, what is a friend? Like, people are just not, the idea of a friendship for me is way different than what people are actually capable of giving.
I almost feel like maybe in the back of their minds, like maybe they never heard nobody. I don't think anybody's ever heard my music really. You know what I mean? Except for if you were in the band with me or whatever. But maybe it's like, oh, another
Person trying to
independent,
make it.
another person on Bandcamp, another person trying to
Yeah,
make music, yada yada yada. And then like you're in your 40s, and it's like you're still making music, you're still doing that. Like
yeah, like,
you,
yeah,
they don't take you seriously because maybe you don't take it seriously. Like I have to quit my job and do this 24/7 for your friends and family to take it seriously. It's like
yeah.
I'm smart enough
No,
to not do that.
yeah, like, no, I'm so blown away because, like, even to this day, I don't think people really know what Really Not Radio is. I don't think people know what I do. Like, I recently I had a conversation with somebody, and they were like, "Oh, I was on your," like, people would ask me, "Oh, do you have a website posted on your Instagram or your bio?"
Mm,
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you, and then when they see my portfolio, they're just like, "Oh, I didn't know you did all this. Oh, I
yeah,
thought you were just posting videos." I'm like, "Nah, I created all these videos."
yeah.
But I don't know, like, what, like, people don't, I don't think people pay attention
They
enough.
don't. They don't. They don't. They're too busy. They're too busy with their own lives, and also like unless unless you're getting mad attention, there's no point for them to even pay attention. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're like they don't become your friends and family anymore. They become just another viewer, and
Mhm.
viewers don't watch you until you have like a hundred
Yeah,
thousand views or something,
yeah,
or the algorithm starts going in your favor. Then they're like, man, like, oh man, I didn't know Bishop was doing all that, blah blah blah. Like, yeah,
yeah.
like,
But no, I get more love from people I don't know who hasn't met me or walked by me a day in their life, you know? Like
and
I get,
that's the way it is.
yeah,
That's
I get,
just the way it is.
exactly. And it's just, I don't know. Like I'm still seeking, but like Cardi B, I remember when she was, people knew, everybody was like, "Oh yeah, I watched her grind and I watched her rise and from here to there and all this stuff." But it's, I don't know. It's like people just either don't think you're gonna be anything. That's why you have to believe in yourself. You got to believe in yourself. And Cardi B's and all, every artist like that, they believed in themselves.
I mean, imagine you. I mean, using her as an example, imagine all the friends and not friends who used to fuck with her, and she'd be like, remember, in her beginnings were talking about stripping and talking about sex on on IG Live and saying crazy shit and sucking dick and all this stuff, right? And her, and imagine being her friend and be like, Cardi, why are you doing all that? You crazy and stuff. Or they'd be like, oh, I can't hang with Cardi no more. She talking crazy on the gram and all this stuff. While we who don't know her are laughing and oh, you ever heard of this chick named Cardi B? She crazy. She's talking about sucking dick and stripping and stuff. She crazy, got a fat ass or whatever. And then it keeps, she keeps doing it consistently because she's a millennial. That's what millennials do. They're on the ground. She just made it crazy, and then she decided to go into rap. And now all those fans, not her friends, but fans, because her friends weren't there because they know her deeper than we do. So they were like, I don't want to deal with her. All the fans are supporting her heavy because the only thing we see is her on the ground.
This
We don't know her.
personality, yeah,
Yeah, this
like,
personality. We don't know her. Like her
yeah.
friends know her, so they're not. They're gonna be, oh, that's Cardi. They don't need. They don't need to support her in that way. You know what I'm saying? She probably has like one or two like real friends, but the other people,
Yeah.
like they're
I
probably
just,
like, I've been with her since high school. I can't stand her. You know what I mean?
yeah. Like I don't look for support from people anymore, but like I just want to let people know that as an indie artist, that support is so important. Like getting that, I mean, people think, oh, that's so corny, you just want likes, or you just need
Yeah.
attention or whatever. But it's like, you as an artist, you do need reinforcement. Like Erica Badu, she's an artist, and like she said, she's sensitive about her shit. And it's like you constantly put stuff out, and you're hoping that people understand it or receive it, and that's how you do get reinforcement, through likes and comments and whatever else. But that's why I say you really have to like believe in yourself. You have to encourage yourself and stay motivated in doing what you believe in, because for whatever reason the support is not there.
I
And
mean, the best example for me was Kevin Hart when Kevin Hart was like, "Yo, I went on. I think he was like on some comedy contest or something like that, or he was just doing stand up, and then some veteran told him like, "Yo, this ain't for you." Like told Kevin Hart that, you know what I'm
right,
saying? And now
yeah,
look at if Kevin would have listened to that dude, we wouldn't have, Kevin Hart wouldn't be where he is. So it's like
yeah.
you just
Same
gotta,
story, yeah, same story with Michael Jordan. Like, I
you just
mean,
gotta keep on pushing.
all the greats, like all the greats, like have the
Yeah,
story,
all the greats were told no. Nah, son.
or just ignored, you know what I mean? Or just, just shut down, and just, I don't know, man. This, like, I know so many artists who are like wanting to quit. They want to quit every week.
I know artists who did quit, who shouldn't have quit, and they
Yeah,
quit and
no, that's facts
had a
too.
family, and they'll never experience what I experienced with them. And like I've been with like who are my friends, like the best rappers ever, the best DJs, the best singers, who you will never hear.
Yeah,
You will never hear them because they
yeah,
they decided to raise a family, which is fine. I get that, but like they they didn't want to play the
they didn't
game.
have that support. They didn't have that support, or
But they also
maybe,
didn't have the drive though, because they had some of them definitely had support. It's just on them. They didn't have the motivation. They didn't have
yeah.
the drive. Like
Well,
we're
that's
all
the other
there.
thing. Yeah, that's the
We're
other
all
side of
there.
it. Yeah, that's the other side of it.
I think too. Like sometimes you're maybe they don't see the talent. Maybe they think you don't have talent, and then that's just their opinion, and you can't really front on that. You gotta take it on the chin. Maybe my dad doesn't like my music.
Yeah, yeah,
Maybe he
like,
heard like two tracks and was like, nah, son, but
yeah,
I'm gonna
I
keep supporting him over
yeah,
here.
yeah. Like, even that's a great point that you made. Like, even when people have a gang of support, they just don't think they're good enough. Like, I don't know the whole story, but Teyana Taylor retired from music. and she started pursuing her film career, and now she has like a reality show, and she's super into fashion. But like, you retired from music, girl. Like, your music is good, but I guess the tens of thousands of followers wasn't enough. Like, maybe she needed that million to make her feel, I don't know. But like, I'm like, dude, I only get like one or two one or two likes. And like, I'm just like, man, if I had tens of thousands of followers or likes, like, do you know, I would be super on one, like just creating, 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 creating. Um, but that's what I mean
It's,
by super on one.
yeah, it's like
Not,
you
not,
never
not,
know.
sorry,
Right,
not like a ego thing, but I
right.
mean
No, absolutely,
just
absolutely.
constantly, like, I would feel very motivated to continue. But like King David, you got to encourage thyself, and you got to do it for yourself, because it's not that support's not out here. I don't know how the story ends at all, but I don't know. I just know it's gonna be something else. This ain't forever. This little everybody has a story. Um, hmm.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Like you never know, like what the celebs are going through for them to stop making music or get mad because they didn't win a Grammy, or
Yeah.
all this, like kind of like what we see is might be bougie or arrogant or entitled because they made it to us. Like your
Yeah.
name is on the Grammy nomination. Your
Like,
name is on the
Tiana Taylor
label. Like,
made it.
yeah, like
Exactly.
you know Kanye, you fuck with Kanye, like your
Yeah.
husband is Iman, like you got two kids, like you're doing. It looks like you're doing okay, but
Yeah.
then she's retired, so it's like what happened? You know what I'm saying? Same thing with like suicides. Like celebs will commit suicide and they're on top of the world. What happened? You
Okay.
know what I mean? Like we don't know. So it's like
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like we don't. They can have all the money in the world, man, but they'll like throw it all away, or do drugs, or commit suicide, or like we don't know what the hell's
Yeah.
going on.
They may not have had that support from that one person that you wanted that support from. Like, if you don't, if what is it, like, if everybody loves you or supports you, but you don't have that love from that one person or whoever, maybe that drives people crazy. Or
Yeah, yeah, we'll never know. Like they get, like again, like it's the money and the fame. It's not that. You know what I'm saying? You have to have that drive. You still have to have that drive. Maybe Tiana didn't want to make music anymore because she didn't want to deal with the bullshit that it comes with. I've
yeah.
I've heard like Jasmine Sullivan say she wanted to retire, and then came out with a dope ass EP.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and that's usually the story. It's like, just a lot of people say
Yeah,
this too. It's like, just when you are about to quit, you do that one last little thing, and then that's what sends you over the top.
yeah.
So it's like,
No,
you
she said
can't.
she quit, and then she came out with a new
Yeah. Yeah,
EP
I
or
mean, it's
whatever, and
been
I was
what?
like, that's it's crazy.
Yeah, what was like the last smash? Smash the busting windows out your car.
Something.
Like, that was like Jasmine Sullivan to me, the last big track I remember. And then she comes out with Hotel. So yeah,
Which
like,
is crazy. And now they're gonna do like her and what's her name, Issa Rae, gonna do a show about it. So it's like if
yeah,
she would have stayed retired, this wouldn't have happened, and we wouldn't
that's
have
why
had a
you have
dope ass
to keep
hotel.
going. You got to keep going regardless.
But
Like,
maybe she needed that break, like with Tiana. Like she probably said, like how many times did Jay-Z say he gonna retire? Probably like once or twice, and then came back with 444. You know what I'm
yeah, because
saying? Like
he needed,
people need a break.
yeah, we may not get another one from him for a while, but that 444 was like necessary.
I
Like,
mean,
that was culture shifting. Like, anytime he drops,
oh, 100%,
anytime he
hundred
drops, like,
percent.
he made
I mean,
people stop wearing long t-shirts. Like, he made people stop drinking Cristal. Like, Jay-Z,
he
when Jay-Z speaks, man, he
he
makes
made
you
you
look at
hate
your
on
life.
auto-tune for a little bit.
Right. The death of autotune, like, he ruined all of T-Pain's whole career. And T-Pain,
Yo,
he's talking about it right now. He's on so many shows, and
man,
he has this.
he needed therapy for that.
Yeah, like, that messed him up.
Yeah,
Like, and you really got to be strong. You got to have thick skin, and you just got to believe in yourself. Like, I
and you
can't
gotta keep
reiterate that
and
enough.
you gotta keep going. You gotta even if you have obstacles and stuff. Like I know a dude who had his own t-shirt shop and went through some left and rights, had to get another job just to maintain it, then had to go online, you know what I'm saying, because he couldn't afford the store. So it's like if you have the passion, man, you gotta bob and weave and try to keep going into the path, because
Yeah.
there's going to be a lot of obstacles in the way, and depending on if you really love what you're doing, is going to determine your success.
Yeah, yeah. But like I said in before, like I don't know, like I'm not trying to make it. I just want to like change my community or in some way. And I don't know, I just feel like there's more out of life. Like I'm not dead. Like we have a whole life ahead of us. And just because, I'm up in age, like what does that mean? Like I don't know. I still there's a,
It
still
means
a lot.
nothing.
Yeah, like I want to contribute to the world. Like I saw a post the other day where this person was like, I'm 25 and life is over, or I'm an auntie now. And I'm looking at her like, what? You're 20, girl, you are not an auntie or whatever. Like, I don't know. You're a baby. Like 25 years old? Shoot, you are
I
a
mean, but we didn't do the same thing when we were in our 20s, when we're talking to like older cats or 40-year-olds and 50-year-olds and them telling us what to do or giving us life advice, and we're like, whatever, old man, like
yeah. No,
whatever.
40,
I'm
40
doing my own
was
thing over here.
yeah, 40 was like, 40. Like I don't even think I even thought about what life is gonna be like at 40. But it's pretty
Yeah.
great. Let me tell you, it's lit. Like I'm enjoying my 40s. 30s were cool, but 40s, man, it's I actually turned 41 in 2 weeks.
I mean, you're gonna age this podcast, but congratulations.
You know. So I don't know. It's just a lot of life left. And I just I don't know. I don't know. But like I'm just thinking that also back to the support thing. I don't know. I've never had a supportive like lover either. Have you had a supportive lover that was
Well, I
like
don't.
that,
I don't want to call her a lover. I call her a
or
partner.
you're a girl, like
I know. I'm fucking with you. Yes, I have. Everybody I've dated has been supportive.
wow. Like
All of them.
I never had that.
Yeah, it's a cool feeling, especially like the last one because she was a creative too. So it was like, so it was cool because she understood my grind and what I was doing, and even with her, like she was telling me I should like start, charging for my art instead of like helping friends do their projects, and I was like, yeah, yeah, I mean, it's a good idea, but I didn't, but maybe I should have, you know what I mean? But yeah, she would go to my gigs and yeah, everything. Yeah, they always support, always.
So when you had her support, did that like motivate you? Like, did you feel like you could take on the world, or were you still like seeking support from friends and family? Or
No, yeah, you know what? That's true. Like I didn't need it because I had her. Yeah, and she
yeah,
was, and I supported her too, back and forth. I'd wear her shirts and give her ideas and stuff, and when she lived with me, she didn't pay rent because I wanted her to save money. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so it's cool.
yeah,
It's a cool feeling.
yeah,
And not having to, like she had ideas, I had ideas, and we bounced them off each other, and she showed me her end result, and I show her mine, and yeah, so it's cool to be with somebody who does it kind of like the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like if a DJ dated a DJ, or if a musician dated a singer, or shit like that. It's like almost like the perfect couple, or like
yeah,
an artist dating an artist.
yeah. Like there's
Yeah,
understanding there.
yeah.
So
Because usually if I don't date somebody who's in the same field, or has the same like uh talent, then they have to fight with the time and the quality time, because I have to be like, oh well, I got a gig, and then I guess I could come over after the gig, unless you want to come to the gig and then come with me to my house, or you know what I mean, like, or like I'm
yeah,
always out here, and then she'll get mad and like, oh, you don't
right.
spend enough time, and I'm like, we'll come here, like I'm here, like you can come in, I get you in for free, blah blah blah. Like I used to deal with that all the time, dude. Like, but
Yeah,
they would still come and support. Like they would always come. It would just be
With an
like,
attitude. Sitting
you
over there
know it.
mad. Sitting over
You,
there mad, like, man, why are we in this stanky ass club?
they'd be like, this music's cool, but I'm ready
Okay,
to go.
right. Being a whole black cloud because you're not getting
I'm
all the
like,
attention.
I gotta stay here till 1, and then not only that, I have to wait because I gotta get my check. So I could either meet you at the crib or I'll come to your
Yeah.
house or what. You know what I mean? Like it's always,
Yeah.
but with this, the last one, I didn't have any of that.
Yeah, no, it's really about having the right person on your side. Like really nothing matters when you have that person you could build with. Like that's awesome. Like just that ambition, especially if they understand your goals. There's this new show on Netflix called Really Love. Have you watched it yet?
Mhm.
Did you watch it?
I don't think so. What's it
Well,
about?
the one dude,
It's about
he's
really love.
yeah, it's about really love. It was that deep, passionate, good old love. But it started getting turbulent because she was a lawyer. She was going to school to be a lawyer, and he was a painter, an artist, and they both, very demanding, and like, he was actually pretty dope, it seemed like, because he was getting looked at by gallery owners to like have solo shows and whatever. So he was pretty ambitious with his endeavors, and but things went bad. Things went bad because they couldn't, like, she wanted him to, I'm not really sure what she wanted.
Are you gonna spoil the show?
Oh, should I say it? It's new. I know. I won't touch
You're
on it, but it's just really good, and it definitely touches on how people should,
from different worlds
yeah, like
or not
it's important. It's important to,
understand each other's fields and stuff.
yeah, and I don't see it now. I'm like, I don't want to say too much because it might ruin it for you. But
Yeah,
it
like
was
for me,
it
like
was great.
I've always dated like women who were like scholastic. Like I was the entertainment, you know what I mean? Like I had the gigs and the free pass to get in and all these, people who I probably would have never met. And like I was the entertainment, you know. And then this last one, like we were kind of both the entertainment, you know what I'm saying? And understood, what we were
Yeah, it's fun for
up
us.
against.
Yeah, like it's fun. Like if a lot of the stuff that I had to do, if I had like somebody with me, shoot, I would have made him my assistant. But it's like, come on, I'll put you to work.
Yeah,
But they would want to because they get it. Like it's fun, it's exciting. But
yeah.
yeah, so it is important to be on the same page and allow people the opportunity to breathe and to like come into their own career, especially if they're trying to be established. So that's kind of back on the really love thing. Um, yeah, it's
Yeah.
important. It's important. It's super
But
important.
even with you saying that, it kind of sparked it too. Like I had a talk with a family member, and we're talking about me doing art and music and stuff, and it's kind of like you're moving to LA, like you're like one in a million. So it's kind of like I think one of the reasons why fam or friends might not support you is because they don't want to see you fail. You know what I'm saying? They kind of just like kind of want to be on the wayside. Because
It's like,
if they're with you all the way and they with every step of the way and it doesn't work out, like they don't, it's gonna hurt them to see you react to the fact that you didn't make it. You know
right,
what I mean? So I also think that might be it too. Like they don't want to see, they just don't want to see you fail because they care so much. Even they can give you all the love in the world if I don't feel like I have the, enough talent or whatever, gumption to do this and I quit, then I mean they're for anything they'll always be there, right? I mean they're gonna be my safety cushion for emotionally if I'm like yo, because sometimes I have like I call my dad like man I don't know why I'm out here like I'm almost done I've had it, you know what I mean, and he'll give me a little pep talk or whatever and let me vent and then I mean that's what I need, I need to vent, you know what I'm saying.
yeah,
uh so I think it can be that, like, sometimes your family and friends, one, they're thinking, why you? You're one in a million. What do you got that other people don't have? Are you Jazzy Jeff? Are you Salam Remy? Are you, Jay-Z? Like, who are you? You know what I'm saying? And I think it's just for them, they don't want to see you fail.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
one of the reasons. Not
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know. They don't express it. They never talk to me about it, but
Right. Yeah, that could definitely be it. But shoot, what I'm trying to do, I need people to be all in. If you're gonna if you're gonna be around me as much as as if I'm investing a lot of time in you and you're around me, like I need you to be like, oh, that's dope, or that's not dope. Oh, you could make it better, or do like I don't know. You do have to watch what you receive from what people are speaking over your life, um, and just listen to them. But if it's just a bunch of negativity and like some doubt, don't listen to it because that's just gonna throw you off.
yeah,
It's
I
gonna
think
it's
I right.
it's gonna hold you back. It's gonna make you.
Yeah,
It's
it
gonna make
can.
you. Yeah, it's gonna make you think like, oh man, maybe they're right. But you can't think like that. You can't think. You can't think like that.
I think what Sacramento has taught me, and failed GoFundMe's or Kickstarters and stuff like that, has told me is, you can't really depend on the people who are around you, who are not doing what you're doing. And even if they are, like, I mean, I'll be honest, like, most of the people who around me who are doing music aren't doing music anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing. You know what I mean? And so it's like I have to stay on my page. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, because in the beginning it was all good. We were in bands together. We support each other, went to each other's gigs. But now it's like everybody's going for self because they need that money for themselves and their family.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
can't be worried about me. You know what I'm saying? They're doing their own thing, and I get that. So
Yeah.
I'm not butthurt about it. It's just you have
And
to go your own path. You got to do your own thing.
yeah, and I don't have any obligations. Like if I did have kids or a significant other, like I probably maybe wouldn't be doing this.
Yeah,
But
I mean, my bills are my kids, so that's my obligations. Like my rent, my car note, those are my kids. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? So I gotta take care of those things. That's about it. That's why I got a 9 to 5. But
yeah,
my
exactly. And
my
that
passion projects is what keeps me alive.
exactly. That's what keeps me breathing, you know. My day job keeps me eating, but
Yeah, yeah,
my
that's good. That's the
but
bar. That's the bar.
but
My
my
day
my
job keeps
passion
me eating, but my passion project keeps me living.
it does. It
You know
really
what I'm
does.
saying?
Keeps me
Yeah,
breathing. I like that.
keeps me
I like
breathing.
that.
Yeah,
So it's true. It's
for
so true.
sure, for sure.
But so I don't know. It would be lovely to have support, but if you guys are watching this, you can't wait for that. You can't hope because people don't see like what is that the cliche thing that people always say? Like people don't see the same people don't have the same vision as you and people don't know your dreams and because even maybe even for themselves they can't even see past their own life and don't dream and you just really have to watch who you have around you because that could make or break you because you'll start believing in the doubt or the negativity.
Absolutely, that's good advice. That's good.
So I don't know. Anything else we should touch on with this? Did we cover?
No, that's it. I was trying to be silent so you can close it out.
Uh, I know. I was like, how long has it been?
No, I think we're done.
All right. Well, this is an ongoing conversation. This is happening to creators forever,
Everywhere, all the
all,
time. This is
all the
it's
time.
always going to be an issue.
Yeah, of people not supporting you, people hating on you,
Or people
and
close to you not supporting you and hating on
yeah,
you.
yeah, that
Yeah,
part, like it's facts. And unfortunately, but hey, it is what it is. This is just life, and just don't let it get to you. Don't get distracted. Stay focused.
stay on the path. Stay on your goals. Stay on your purpose.
Yeah,
Non-perishable goods.
y'all